Hey, what is up everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to another video of Persona 5X. So today's video, guys, we're going to be going over the whole Velvet Trial duo, aka Justine and Caroline's kits here, seeing that the whole video has released. Now, originally I was going to wait till the morning because one, it's already late, it's like 11 o'clock, and I don't think many people are going to watch this, but we're going to find out. Two, it was also because I had a whole just like list inside of my alt account of everything that they did, had to translate it, and I was like, I don't think these guys are going to want to freaking see that. And seeing that is my alt, I don't want anyone to know what my alt is. So I was just going ahead and say, forget it. We're going to just wait till tomorrow where we get everything translated fully on Twitter. But luckily, one of the people in my Discord ended up posting it there. So we're going to be going ahead and talking about everything in the Discord chat, pretty much going over everything there and showing you guys exactly what these twins do. But before we get into that, one thing I got to say is, a lot of you guys, you know, of course, I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends quite often here, and I'm gonna say it once again, I'm trying to get as much quality content on this channel as possible. They have offered me once again to help out building my PC set, as well as helping out promote a lot of my content as good quality as possible. So they're trying to make sure they can get some clicks. If you guys really do enjoy this type of content, anything that I'm doing on P5X, and you want to see me grow even further as a content creator, please be sure to hit that link down below. It really does help me out quite a lot. And this is a collaboration that I'm really passionate about as a partnership. Get yourself about $200 worth of things on the account of a new account worth of value. And it's just through a lot of grinding as well as level ups. So you guys, if you can help me out on this, it really does help me out a ton. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the link, create a new account. You don't like the game, you don't got to play it. Okay, obviously just try it for at least 10 minutes and then click on off. But let's get straight to it. So we have this whole thing to go over, and it's going to be a long video, so I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys see everything, have it all up, and boy, it's a lot of content. Justine. 喜びなさい、新人。I'm really loving how they're calling him rookie instead of inmate. It's lovely. 貴様の世界を案内しろ。それが貴様にとって最善の選択だ。思いのほか有意義でした。私が一番多く釣れましたし。何？一番はこっちだ。 あなたが釣ったのは小さな魚ばかり。数のうちに入りません。So this is just a lot of side stuff that we're able to do with them, kind of like just quest. 問題ありません。これも調査の一環。そうですね。They're probably prodding us for like our world and trying to figure out what's going on. Because they do know they're not in the same world from what we know from the last trailer. All right, now we get to look into the actual animations here. So first of all, they have a lot of new things here. One of them being a new role, as well as being almighty damage. They kind of act like all the roles no matter what, because they can use all of the elements. So it is kind of interesting to see how this goes here, but we know everything. So obviously we'll be telling you guys everything in English, so you guys are able to understand it as well. And we'll have it at the end of this as a breakdown. That animation is actually pretty dang cool, I won't lie. Lightning and wind. Okay, that looked like that hurt to be hit by, but all right, cool. Okay. See, the damage is low, but one, that's because most likely they're meant to be very, very well rounded. And then two, I feel like a lot of their damage comes from that. But these characters have 6 different highlights. So not only do they have multiple combinations of skills and personas, but they have 6 different highlights to go with their combinations of their personas. So we'll get into what those all do as well. That one actually looks really cool. We do have the translations for the weapons as well, so look forward to that. They actually have a really strong weapon too, so I mean, like, it's kind of interesting to see how that goes. All right, now we get to see the full-on thing again, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about this in a second. But first, AOA. Still one of my favorite looking AOAs because the like blue, gold, and black is just really cool looking. But we're gonna break this down, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what this means. So obviously, they have several different ways of really interacting here. There's this huge wall of text, and I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering what the flip this is. And if you guys don't know, I have a Discord. Be sure to jump into it. We're going to be telling everything if any of these things start happening in the future about these characters as much as possible. Thank you once again to one of the members inside the Discord for posting this in here for me. That way I did not have to dox my other alts, of course. But obviously we have a lot of things to go over. So just by getting the twins themselves at A0, it's already more than enough because these guys are able to easily get up Wonder's persona skills and thief tactics, as well as these skill levels by 1. It doesn't matter what team they're in, or like they don't have to even be in the team. Yes, this is the first thing that you already noticed. They can be in the team or they cannot be in the team. It is a global passive. So just by having them on your account, they're increasing your Wonder's skill level, which is insane. The other good part about this is they can have 4 different combinations of special personas, and 2 of these combinations can be put on before the battle starts. Now that will act as your skill 1 and 2. And as you slowly do go through the battle, depending on which ones you will have different class effects in battle and whenever you do possess these said personas. Now, depending on the 2 that you possessed at the beginning, of course, that is going to dictate what classification you really are, making them more like the wild card icon that we do see, which is most likely going to be meant only for wild card characters or only for our, what's it called? Our Velvet Room attendants. So we have the first one, which is Mischief, Innocence plus Devotion and Caution. This is going to be the rescue one, meaning they can be a healer. Whenever you combine Mischief, Innocence, Absurdity, and Paralogism, I think I said that right, you become a strategist. Which strategist, if I'm right, is our Navi. Whenever you pair Mischief, Innocence, and Fortune and Ruin, you become an AoE DPS, aka the Sweeper. Then if you become with Devotion, Caution, Absurdity, and Paralogism, you get Defender, aka the Guardian. Devotion and Caution, Fortune and Ruin, you become a Saboteur, being the debuffer. And then Absurdity and Paralogism and Fortune and Ruin, you become an Assassin, aka a single target DPS. Now that's a lot of stuff to say here, so I think the better way to kind of understand what's going on is by just going ahead and showing you here. So whenever they have themselves combining with different personas, they will obviously be a kind of a different role, and it will do different things, all the way down to their skills and all the way down to the buffs that they can end up giving out. This is how this does work. So you do want to make sure you know which characters or which personas you want to match together, because they will affect you differently in battle. Now, whenever we do Mischief and Innocence, which was the fire and ice one that you just saw right there, we're able to increase our attack for all of our allies, and this is also the base attack, and it's going to be based off of our persona strength, and we gain appearance and childish as their stacks. As for the second one here, which is going to be this looking one right here, it's going to be wind and electricity. Oh wait, no, this is the fire and ice one, sorry. Next one is going to be electricity and wind, or wind and electricity. It's going to look something like this here, and how it is going to act is going to be totally different. Instead of doing what fire and ice did, it actually is going to decrease your allies' damage taken while also giving you something a little bit different. So that's always going to be cool to actually see there. It does seem like they do trigger some type of heal as well, so that's interesting to see as well. Then we have the next one, which is going to be Psy and Nuke. Now the Psy and Nuke one is called Absurdity and Paralogism here. I hope I am saying that right, because I know I do mess up my words quite often here. But let's scroll on down just a little bit. This one increases your pin. It also increases your self attack, and it's going to be mainly going to your assassins and sweeper. So this is more of your upgraded ones that you want for this one. Now this one is going to give you 2 different stacks, just like the second one did as well, being appearance and patternless here. And by doing so, it's going to look something like this on the screen, where they're going to go ahead and use a nuclear / psi move coming out like this, and it will do something totally different. Then lastly, we have the curse and bless move that looks something like this here as well. You guys are going to quickly see. And what this one does do here, being the fortune and ruin one, this one actually allows you to increase your attack percentage and your crit damage, well, and your crit rate and damage dealt based on a certain amount of your persona strength. So you are going to get a different thing as well for this. So it is a lot of stuff that's actually going to be happening in this. All the way leading to the skill 3, this is finally going to go ahead and do the Mask of Duality, which is going to be our big boy damage move here. And this is going to be the one that they actually summon their big boy persona for, where we see the gigantic black hole, which is freaking crazy to see. I just imagine being a lower shadow and I'm getting hit with like a goddamn spirit bomb to the face. That's just cataclysmic type damage here, universal type damage here. Now in the, what's it called, the trailer here that we have, they hit very, very low. I'm guessing this is because it's also doing other things that we can see on the skill 3 itself, but also mainly because it probably has a terrible set effect on. But you can see they deal almighty damage. It is going to consume the persona strengths that you do have. By consuming these ones, you get HP back as well as damage dealt. By consuming these ones, you increase your allies, at least allies attack in general, or just increase them in general, while also helping out their crit damage. By getting rid of these 2, you get another instance of almighty damage that goes to all foes. By getting these 2, we get a shield and maximum HP, as well as increasing the down gauge, as well as some defense. So they are a very interesting character that will require you to need to know a lot about them and know exactly how they do work if you really want to, I guess, succeed on using them. Now, the good part is there's more. It's not all done yet. There is also a couple down here that you guys need to know. Being the Abomination in Destiny, obviously they're going to have different things there, being decreasing down the foe's defense. We have Patternless in Destiny also helping out with almighty damage, but this one itself is going to temporarily all advance our attributes, aka just buffing them, and it's going to be crazy because then we have the highlights to look at. Now remember, I said they had 6 whole highlights here. This is pretty much each one. They already flicker through every last one of these dudes, and y'all saw them in the end, at least in the trailer here, where each one of these highlights will be fairly different based on the personas. As you see, Mischief and Innocence, it does help out our attack percentage and damage dealt. Devotion and Caution helps out our max HP. Absurdity and Paralogism helps out our side damage, nuke damage, while also helping our attack percentage for assassin and sweeper characters. Fortune and Ruin helps out our attack percentage and crit damage. And then obviously, well, I said 6, sorry, I meant 4 of these guys, and then they have 6 elements. That's what it was. But it's a huge mouthful. Getting straight to the weapon. Now, the weapon is the big boy that I have to say it is going to be a must summon weapon because it does heavily infuse their kit based on the passives that you do need to have here. So the weapon, first of all, looks stunning. I actually do love how it looks. It's really, really nice to actually see. But what's really good about this is it does help your persona strength, which is all about of their entire kit here. So it increases the persona strength, it increases your attack percent. It also increases the crit damage and damage dealt. Automatically seeing crit damage, it automatically makes this weapon worth the get, but also seeing that it helps out the persona strength, which is their entire kit, it's definitely going to be worth going ahead and using because Mask of Duality is our big damage move, being the skill 3. Then of course we have the passive 2 being Discipline and Paradox, or well, passive 1 Discipline and passive 2 being Paradox. Both of these are insanely good, seeing that one of them are increasing our persona strength here based on attributes. For every 100 attack, it increases our persona strength. For every 1% of damage dealt and crit damage, it increases our persona strength as well, which is always great. Then we have the passive 2. Whenever we do have these masks on, we get a healing effect or a combination here. This one, healing effect and increasing damage. This one right here is speed and increasing attack. This one here being crit rate increase, which I'm probably going to be using quite a lot here because this is the bless and curse one if I'm correct. Then we have the caution, well, devotion, caution plus absurdity and paralogism here being shield increase, devotion, caution, fortune and ruin, increasing our speed and damage here. And then absurdity and paralogism with fortune and ruin, increasing our crit damage once again. So this is a lot, and it's just already part of it. Getting all the way down to the awarenesses. And if you thought they were crazy already, boy, you have more to go. The A1 itself, you're able to start with 2 appearances, which you do need to go ahead and deal your crazy amount of damage. More of these you are able to at least consume and use, more big boy damage you're able to do. At the end of their turn here, if they possess 2 of these different ones, they can instantly cast Mask of Duality on a random foe, which is their skill 3. So A1 is immediately a really good thing to get. A2, our appearances now get more buffs to their actual, appearances, the buffs that we've been gaining, they will get more buffs to them, increasing your attack percentage by a certain amount, decreasing damage all taken, increasing crit damage to the highest attacker, and increasing skill damage to them as well. Then we have the A3, which not only helps out their skills, but helps out their Mask of Duality skill. We have A4, execution awaiting rehabilitation, which increases our attack percent and damage dealt. Then we have A5, which increases once again everything that you do need to see. And then their A6 being the big one, being power to defy the ruin. Not only does it increase Wonder skills once again, even though they're not on the team, so it is another global passive, but it increases their strength as well. At the start of the battle, they also are able to gain a certain amount of stacks of True Desire. And when they do consume this, they merge the power of all the mask and does some crazy damage with their skill 3, making this A6 insanely broken. So this character is going to be freaking cracked out of their mind. I don't even know what to say anymore. I can't wait till everything gets fully just in game, because man, the amount of testing we're gonna have to do is going to be insane. But you guys let me know how you feel about it. Until next time, everybody, thank y'all for watching.